Greetings, ghouls and ghoulettes. It's your old fiends, Cory.
Crystal.
From the Twin Ports Horror Society. And we are here with...
Kayla of Left of Skeptic.
And we are here at Billy's Bar. Because it's haunted, it's full of demons, some werewolves, some mummies.
Demons.
It's full of all sorts of shadow people that Kayla is scared of. As all that shit is here. And we're gonna meet up with the Duluth Paranormal Society, and we're gonna see all that shit. All that shit's here. It's here, right?
It's here.
I don't fucking know.
I think he's right about that part. Anyway.
All right. Now we're here with members of the Duluth Paranormal Society. If they would be so gracious to first introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about what they do, and then maybe tell us about what you expect from Billy's Bar tonight. Best case scenario.
All right, my name is Joe Kangas. I am tech guy and lead investigator. What do we expect? We never expect anything because then it always gives a subconscious kind of taste to it. So we never really expect anything. We just let it be what it is.
Well said.
All right.
I'm Sharon Pufal, one of the lead investigators, and yeah, what he said.
I'm Angie Wickman, one of the investigators.
So, how long has the Duluth Paranormal Investigators team been together?
9 years.
9 years.
9
And what
years.
brought you together?
Facebook.
Well, it started. I started a group, and Andy was part of a group, and we merged the group, and then we put out a thing in the paper to meet at
The paper on Facebook.
the Facebook. We put
Same
something
thing,
out on
same
the
thing.
Facebook.
What is a paper?
And so I met Andy there, and then Ryan, guy behind you, was there,
Yeah.
and Cher. So it's us four have been together for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you heard anything about this location previous to before we were kind of invited to come here?
I haven't heard nothing about this place.
I had from Heather that worked here. She says that they've seen like full body apparitions, footsteps, doors closing. Not sure why. So I'm excited. Hopefully we can get some of that tonight.
And then Ryan, he doesn't believe in the paranormal, and he's part of the group.
Yeah.
Hi, Ryan.
And now you're
That's
on
why he
camera.
doesn't want to be on the video.
So, and you've said, now earlier when we were speaking, you said you've been to hundreds of these sort of investigations.
We've
Have you
been to quite a few.
Quite a few.
quite a
like
few.
around the area, or do you guys travel? Like, what's your?
You went to the Stanley, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado.
And then Palmer House, we went there.
Went to the Palmer House in Sox
Palmer House.
Yep.
And we've been to Nopeming, of course. We've been to Sir Ben's. We've been to
the Urban many
Urban.
times.
Sir Ben's.
Yes.
What?
Now is not the time, Cory. This is not the Sir Ben's episode.
All right, keep going. Ignore that. Ignore
think-
that Inquisition.
Here's my 2 cents on that. If you have a good story, I don't care where the fuck it happened.
right?
Sir Ben's?
I think people would
It was
like
a
to
night
hear
in the
some
corner.
things.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the night in the corner was setting this thing off. I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Ooh, the night in the corner.
Yeah, go over.
So what is that?
Shake it.
What does that mean to you? What does that
I don't know.
tell you?
Maybe
Just
somebody had their
something.
cell phone on. We couldn't recreate it, so it doesn't mean. Yeah.
See, like cell phones interfere with these.
Do you want to explain to them what this is?
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, yeah, go ahead,
We're gonna
Joe.
do an equipment.
This is an
override.
EMF meter. K2. K2 just means it's lights. If it was just a regular meter, it'd have a digital thing. So that's the only difference between a K2 and a regular meter. And it just picks up on anomalies. So usually when we go,
Let's
we
see
have
if I can
phones
get a better
off.
shot of it.
But if you put it up towards the lights up there, it should start going off a little bit.
Or not.
Well, those are.
They're pretty insulated. Yeah, they're pretty insulated.
What about that guy? What about you? Angie. Maybe you're the entity.
Maybe. So the
Just
TV
saying.
show Supernatural has led me to believe that these things make a noise that goes. Is that
Yeah,
not
but
true?
And where are the little
There's some-
wings that come up?
There's some that do. It's a Mel meter. The Mel meter makes that noise, but this is like $50, and a Mel meter is almost 300.
Yeah.
So, but they do the same thing. It just doesn't make a noise.
Okay. All right. Cool. So
But
have you?
but we could make a noise when it goes off.
What is the process for like I'm going to an investigation. We're going to investigate this location that is been said to
Billy's
be
Bar.
haunted. This example is Billy's Bar. So
Yeah, so
what
what-
is what's your process
For
getting ready
tonight, what are we gonna do tonight?
Well, first we're gonna have to try to get it as dark as we can, and we're gonna have to eliminate outside noises or like machines going off. Like I don't know if some of them video games will go off randomly or whatever have you. And then we will start lighting it up certain places. We'll put cameras and just let them sit there, and then we won't know what happens to those cameras until we review them later. And then sometimes we find stuff. Sometimes you sit for 3.5 hours and wasted your life away, but that's what the game is.
Part of the
Yeah.
deal.
Part of the game.
So why does it have to be dark?
I don't
Less
know.
interference. I mean, you can investigate during the day too. But
Yeah, but it's always got to be dark. I think it's just you're more aware of because it's dark. You can't see nothing, so if something happens, you're more aware of it.
That makes sense. Sure.
it's almost a full moon tonight too.
Well, plus they pointed out that the EMF is affected by electricity, so if all the lights are shut off, you're gonna get better readings from that too.
That is correct.
Okay. So in general, and this may be a different answer for all three of you.
My phone's on.
Yeah, my phone's on.
Oh.
I think we all have our phones
Yeah.
on right now.
We usually put our phones on airplane mode to.
That's a good idea.
The ghosts don't like that.
No.
They don't like to fly.
No.
So, have you had any paranormal experiences that stand out to you from one of your investigations? And you all might have a different answer to that.
I remember we're at Nopeming and they're doing the Ouija Board experiment. And I was too busy arguing with Chris Allen about a yellow line on the screen to really understand what was going on. But we have an Xbox Kinect. You know how a Kinect puts a body on certain solid structure? So it'd be like a skeleton. So like she would be a silhouette of like a different color and there'd be a skeleton on it, So she was doing the Ouija board and the skeleton appeared on the table and was moving the planchette with no
Do you have footage of that?
I have
Oh, I
footage
want to
of it.
see that.
It's on our website, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be investigating that later, just
And-
for that video.
And then the only other time that I think was at what was that one house where the lights and
I wasn't there,
oh
and neither was Andy.
I can't say whose house it was because
No.
it was $1 million house, but we're sitting there and I had to leave, so I was just we're at a kitchen table and the kitchen table is 25 feet long, marble, and up above us they had lights and they were on a rail stack that turns off, that dims lights, they all dim and they all go on one thing. We had a camera pointing down the hall where the rheostat was and we're all sitting there. And we had this guy named Steve that was doing Facebook Live that's on our Facebook page. This
Yeah,
is
it
too.
should be.
So we're talking and all the lights dimmed and went back up. And he's like points to me and I'm like, well, sometimes they have surges. That's nothing big. And then he goes, what would you consider a big thing? I go, well, if one did something other than the other, because they're all wired together. And right after that, all the lights went dark and the one above me grew super bright, and then it shut back down.
Damn.
And that was the house where the kid tried to commit suicide off the railing.
Yeah.
He tried to hang himself, and the mother tried to kill the cat. And it was weird. It was a dark place.
That is.
And then he had this room that was like in a circle, and he had all these African black statues. Like,
Didn't you have masks too?
yeah, masks and statues. And I was like, I remember reading something about it, like the African creation myth, stuff like that. And I was talking to him, I'm like, where'd you get these statues? He goes, I bought them at a garage sale, and he left. I was like, well, they're pretty elaborate to be bought at a garage sale.
Was it like in Trilogy of Terror?
It was,
The Zuni fetish doll?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh
don't
man,
know what you're
it's
talking
classic. No, you need to.
Ryan, were you there for this?
I was not.
Okay. Are you skeptical of what he's saying? Are you left of it? Possibly.
No, I'm not skeptical of what he's saying.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Making sure everyone knows you're here.
And there's other things that have happened that you don't. After a while, it's just another episode of something that happened that you just put in the back of the brain with the rest of them. But those are the two things that stuck out for me.
Mine is, one is Sir Ben's. Me and Andy were sitting at a table upstairs in the bar. We were the only two up there. And him and I were just talking back and forth. And he's like, I can't remember what beer he shouted out, but, talking to this beer, I want this beer. And I'm like, I don't like beer. Give me a root beer. And as we're talking, we heard something from the bar area, like a voice. Like, ooh, I wonder what that was. So we went back to our recorders, and whatever it was said, we're out. After Andy had asked for whatever beer. And come to find out, they actually ran out of that beer that evening.
So that's a kind of a gracious entity.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Letting you helpful.
Yeah.
There's been a couple that have
That's
been
very
helpful.
cool.
There's been a couple.
Intelligent.
Yeah, intelligent ones. Yeah, there's been a couple.
So yeah, that, and then no coming. Me and a couple of the other girls, we were up on the surgical floor, just sitting in a circle on the floor, had our recorders, and we heard a voice from behind us. We all heard it without listening to our recorders, and we all gasped and reacted and went back to listen to the recorders, and it was a woman's voice saying the name Beth, and to this day I still can't figure that out. Yeah.
And I suppose you probably
There's
know
a
what
Kiss
you
song called Beth, probably the best song ever written. I'm guessing it has something to do with that.
Maybe
I
they're a
bet.
fan.
Yes. I think so.
Absolutely, I could see that. But I think the main thing is when you first start, every little thing is like. But then as you get more experience and you start mellowing out a little bit, then you can get
Like
more
some
interactive.
places have like noises and
Yeah.
normal things, but you get more in tune to what you're doing. Angie, do you have something that stands out to you?
I'm actually pretty new to this.
Okay.
so
Well, maybe tonight's your night.
I've actually went to Mineral Springs in Alton, Illinois. I went to a conference there, me and Jackie. And when we went up to the third floor where there was a suicide, I got very just like uneasy. And I'm not normally like that. So it was like, and that's probably like my only real experience so far.
Ryan?
Yeah. Well, my experience,
Yeah.
I had a weird one in Nopamine. I was on like one of the top floors of the nurses station, and there's like 2 long hallways, and the cameras are all out of sync. So I went with my phone to go like show the time, so we could go back later if something did happen and see what time something happened. And it was pitch black, and of course I don't know why I didn't have my flashlight with me, so I'm going down this hallway with my phone, And then I put the camera in front of I put my phone in front of the camera to get the time on there. And then behind me there's like this noise, like I don't even know, just a rattling and I think it could have been a pigeon because there's lots of pigeons in that place, but I turned around with my phone and like there's this huge hallway and my phone did nothing. I'm all alone.
Worst case scenario.
I'm all alone and I had to go back and get my flashlight. I don't know why I left it at the nurse's station. But, so that kind of freaked me out.
And that's coming from our skeptic. So.
Right.
That's your skeptic. All right, so last question. Now, you've heard people here, working here, they've talked about just mild things, little things happening, nothing crazy. They talk about Ma Quigley, who might be in the basement.
Yep.
All right, so these people have had mild experiences, nothing, nobody's ever got hurt or nothing, nobody's ever, been in danger. So by investigating it, are we provoking these things? Are we in any danger?
Are we bagging
You
and
never
singing?
know.
Are
You
we
never know.
just by turning on a few cameras and asking them to show themselves?
No.
Is this a different situation from just what these people are experiencing just by working here?
Once
Are we-
you start,
Am I gonna
actively-
die?
You're not gonna die.
But it could follow you home.
Can
Not
I,
to my house though,
Yeah.
right?
No, yeah, to your
Yes,
house.
it
It
does.
could follow you
We-
home.
No, like I got a lot of cool stuff at my house. Like they don't want to come over the.
Your pop
It
Funko
could.
dolls are not gonna save you now.
Okay,
So
no,
you're
but
supposed
back
to
to
be
back
nice.
to a serious thing
We
though.
don't-
Like,
No,
We don't
I mean,
promote
it
that.
We've had
is-
it happen.
is
where it's
just-
followed home. We've
but
had-
it.
does
No.
happen.
So I mean, do you think just by turning on some cameras and like,
answer is yes.
asking them to show themselves, is that provoking anything? Will these?
Are
It
you
just
gonna be
depends on
Will
what
they
we're
be
dealing
mad?
with. What are we dealing with?
I'm
Well,
absolutely
we're
going to be
not-
respectful. I have no
we're
intention to
never,
be disrespectful,
ever,
but
mean. We're always
Yeah, we never
respectful.
provoke. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if you ask them something, that's different. But
Have
the
you
man,
run into some asshole demons or
I
entities?
haven't.
Well, I always say this.
aren't
if
all
you got
demons
100
assholes
No, well,
though?
now what if they're like?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always say
I don't know.
this: if you gotta ask if it's a demon, it's not.
But what can happen just from? I mean, these people just talk about experience. They're just working here. They're going about their business, and they have these little experiences.
Right.
Okay. So then we come in here and we're gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, dogs? Come on to our camera. We want to put you on the YouTube." Like, is that like, are they gonna? Is that like a problem? Are they gonna
Well,
be
that's
like?
for you, I think.
I wouldn't pick the best for
You
two
know what I'm
weeks
saying?
afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? Are we like in danger just by like,
No.
saying,
Can't
turning
answer
on the
that.
camera? All right.
Well,
No,
yeah,
that's fair enough. That's
Well,
fair
You
enough.
can't even answer that.
Everyone
I
has.
miss them.
You are. What would you like to say on this topic? And introduce
They're
yourself.
just like, I'm Chris Allen.
Yes.
So they're just like people. So imagine if somebody came over to your house and started provoking you, what would you do?
You get pissed.
Right.
You said you got cool stuff.
But if somebody
No,
comes
but
over
this
to
isn't provoking. This is just like we're just turning on the
I'm
camera.
getting to that. So if somebody came over to your house and I said, "Hi, I'm Chris. Is that okay if I come in and look around? I'm just doing this. People are complaining you're making too much noise. Is that all right if I come in?" How would you feel then?
Am I dead in this scenario? I don't understand.
He's trying to explain.
I'm trying to explain something. So it's kind of the same thing here. If there are spirits here and they're making noises, they're probably just trying to get your attention. Whereas if you're gonna start insulting them and provoking them, you would do the same thing they would probably do, because spirits are people.
No, I don't have any
90% of the
intention
time.
of provoking anything, so don't
Right.
get that idea. But I'm just saying about like just a different scenario of these people are just working, but we're just kind of turning on some cameras and just kind of looking around. Did they
And they're just
consider that
doing
provoking?
they're
or
just doing
do
their
you
thing
think-
too.
Okay.
They're just if you're not, I mean, it's kind of like a bumblebee. If you provoke it, it's going to bite. It's going to sting you. But if
Alright.
you're just going about your business and they're going about their business, most of the time they're just trying to let you know they're there.
But there can be asshole bees.
There can be, because there are mean
That's
people
true.
too.
They can sting the murder ones.
But think of it that way: spirits are people, and you're going to come across bad people. You're going to come across good people. And if you provoke the bad people, they're not going to react very nicely.
Okay, so this is all spirits or this any entity? Because then you get into the realm of spirit, demon.
Like
That sort of
skinwalker, stuff like that? Or what
Well,
are we
sure.
talking
I
about?
don't. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, that too.
How do we kill them?
Sometimes it can be as easy as asking them to leave or leave you alone.
Right.
But also,
You gotta- you
like,
gotta-
like he said, at this point, none of them have been
It's been fine.
mean. They're like Chris was saying, they're just trying to make their presence known.
Right.
And it just
So
might be a residual haunting.
there's
They're just
no
doing their
reason
loop.
necessarily to like try to ask anything to leave unless something's bad. It could just be a mutual coexistence,
Yeah,
right?
we
Like,
usually
there's-
don't ask anything to
Yeah.
leave unless the owner, the homeowner, whatever, wants us to
Yeah.
ask
Got
it.
Are there
So,
any rules for tonight's? Have you been given any limitations that you can speak?
Not that I know
Cool.
of. Like I always say a protection prayer for myself before I start an investigation, so nothing follows me home.
You better pull that app out.
There's an app for everything, isn't
There's
there?
an app for that.
I have a question on behalf of my podcast.
Yes.
How does everyone here feel about Zach Baggins?
Yeah.
I think he's
Oh,
an
you're in good
idiot.
company.
Oh.
We make fun of him on our YouTube.
Thank you.
Because actually Ryan did that, didn't you? You were stuck in the wires at no pamming.
I don't recall.
You do it too. It's on our YouTube channel.
On my podcast, we call it the show that shall not be named because Brittany was bringing it up on like every episode, and I was like, he's the worst. Can we stop?
Yeah.
So I need reinforcement to go back to my podcast when I record and be like, hey,
We're not fans.
Nope.
Well, actually, back to the 2 hauntings I did in Alton. He also did those 2 with his show, and they were all pissed at him because I mean he just made it look like a joke.
When they did the No Pamming show on Ghost Adventures, and I'm sitting there watching it because I was already pissed that they got in it and we didn't, and we'd been trying to get in it since we formed our group, and he's sitting there talking, and no local group has ever tried to get in here. But yes, we did! I'm screaming at the TV like I'm watching football. I'm like, oh my god, yes, we did! So, yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
There's a lot on that show that was not real.
right, yeah, a lot. I feel vindication right now. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Here, this is electricity escaping from the wire. That's what it's detecting. So if it goes off anywhere else where there ain't no wire, some claim that that's
Electromagnetic. What did you say? Radiation detector? Oh, right on. I have a good memory.
And this is a K2
Yep.
electromagnetic field. It's just a different kind. See, this one takes. This one's a little more sensitive,
Yeah. Yep.
but they're basically the same thing.
Okay. All right. And then you had your like infrared basically
Yeah.
lights.
I got this one's an infrared light. You can kind of see it. Kind of looks weird.
Yeah.
That's an IR light,
Yep.
and this one's a regular one.
Wow. Okay.
This is my EVP recorder. It's got a 360 mic and it tells directional from which way it came from. This is a Emf Meter. It doesn't have a battery. I don't know why. It went dead. This is our old
That thing's awesome.
walkie-talkie. I don't know if you can hear it, but it gives.
Oh yes. Yep. That's fantastic.
So that's the original ghost box.
I love it.
And then we got camera with night shot. I'm going to be working with that with the IR flood to see what kind of pictures I can come up with. It's Ryan's camera, the old Sony, the old tested and tried and true. And this is the speakers for our live EVP that we'll be doing later. We've got lots more, but we just figured this was good enough for right now.
Take what you feel you need.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't want to haul around five boxes and
No,
stuff.
no, absolutely. Awesome. Well, cool. I'm anxious to see how this stuff all works.
Storage down here. I don't know. People say they always hear things down here. Yeah. So we have this newer walk-in cooler, and there's this compressor. So that's gonna make noise. People always comment about the lights dimming.
I'm actually feeling something right now.
It's usually
Right
the
now.
lights dimming.
No, right here.
I
Right now.
thought something.
My neck is
So-
tingling like you wouldn't believe right now.
Well, when I walked through there, I felt something
Yes.
on my leg.
Right.
It's right here.
It's
on
still
my
going.
leg. Is it?
It is.
So usually when people say they see the lights flickering or kind of dimming, it's because the cooler is kicking back on and it's surging a lot of electricity.
Okay. Good to know.
But this is usually where people hear most of the sounds. have seen, they say they see
I
Mach
still
Quigley
feel
down
it.
here.
Okay. Do you know like about where they see her?
I
or is it
don't
all over?
know. Most of the people are just coming down here to go to the walk-in.
Okay.
There's another section. Some people have avoided the basement altogether.
Why would they avoid it?
They don't like the way it feels down here. Hey, it's an old creepy basement anyway, so I think some people just let their imagination get away from them. But a lot of people say they hear a lot of stuff down here.
Holy crap! This wasn't closed forever.
Yeah. Another. So all of the shop on its own is back here.
Are you still feeling it?
The lines
Oh, yeah.
for that
Yeah.
is CO2 tank here. Okay. Also, we have a can drop in the floor that comes down here. Our boiler furnace system, the hot water heater, and more electrical panels.
People upstairs. Whoops, that was me. Somebody's recording right now. Oh, you guys are.
Yeah.
Really?
Following you,
Why me?
I laugh a lot about Ghost Adventures and the fact that Zach, all the time, I swear at every single place he's at, says, "This is the portal to hell."
Right, yeah.
So this is what I call our portal to hell. It's the old foundation. That's the well water pump back there. Usually you don't hear many noises coming back there. Like, to me, the pump doesn't make any noises, but it's just, at least it's another area of...
What was this before? Like you said, the old foundation?
It was a one-stop. So originally there was a gas station here.
Okay.
And it was just like a little gas station, one-stop groceries. And then it was the Idle Hour, like a supper club.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it was the Primetime Steakhouse.
Oh, wow.
And then Billy bought it in 2002.
Okay. It's been a bar since 2002.
Yeah, it's been a bar really ever since, but it's kind of been remodeled. And then I don't know if you guys still want to come this way,
Sure.
Oh, jeez.
because it's kind of a walkthrough.
Okay. There's
so
more.
This is where most of the people that work here are coming. This is where all of the dry stock is, and then the deep freezers for extra food. So this is where most people are coming here, and this is where they say they see things or hear things.
So in this area.
Like what kind of things?
It's hard to say. They hear noises, which, I mean, it could be anybody walking upstairs, or they say they see, it looks like somebody moving from one of the other rooms. Ice machine, another noise you'll hear, ice drop.
What is
Glad we got
back
these
here?
stairs.
Well, yeah, does that amazing? Like they're not crooked and shit? Does
This
that make
makes
you
me
happy?
really excited. So I've yelled for so many years about us needing to replace the stairs.
They
and
were
we ne-
decrepit, crooked, and like falling apart. This is pretty awesome.
we're gonna fall through them.
And they were slanted, like terribly. You good with whatever?
Yeah,
You
I'm
sure?
good, and I'll take out the garbage.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Oh, it
Sarah.
was nice seeing you again.
This is the haunted grill.
This door, the kitchen staff comments all the time. So usually this door is open. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm going on it. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Nice meeting everybody. Bye.
Bye.
So-
Thank you.
When the kitchen's open, most of the time they keep this door open all the time.
Yeah.
The screen door may be open or closed. They go out to smoke, whatever. The kitchen staff, all of them have said on a regular basis that this door will just slam shut by itself. Now, I don't know if there's a cross breeze. When the kitchen's open, the hoods are going, but they say it's always wide open because everybody's up and down, in and out. They say it will just randomly slam shut. So we can even leave that open for now if we wanted. And then people have heard like dishes moving in the kitchen. There was one time where there was only a few people in the bar and they heard it sounded like plates moving in here, and the kitchen was already closed. There was no cooks in the kitchen. And then the only weird thing I had is when I was cooking pizzas for the bartenders when it was busy, I was standing in this corner watching the pizzas, and the bottle of A1 was on the shelf where they keep extra stuff, and I was standing here and the bottle was right here because it broke, it fell, it broke, and it splattered on the back of my legs. Now we had karaoke and the building's old, so things vibrate, and I thought, well, it could have just vibrated off the edge of the shelf. But my thought is, if it's falling, if it's just sliding off, anywhere, it's not going to land here. It's going to land there.
Right.
It's going to land.
Or it would bounce off of something.
Yeah, I mean, it could have definitely bounced, but I'm thinking it would have hit, this cart's always been there, so it would have hit the cart.
You would have heard it.
Yeah, it was just weird because I thought logically about it, like the angle, where it fell from, where it was probably sitting on the shelf.
Right.
And that pretty much concludes the tour. Everything else that's like mechanical is like the refrigerators and then the walk-in cooler freezer. And that's the office in the back. It pretty much just gets a desk and then
I was trying to figure out how to turn.
Alright, since you got your voice recorder on.
Yeah.
Alright, whoever this is that I'm feeling here, my name is Chris. And I feel like I'm not welcome here, and that's okay. Can you give me your name? Or why this is your spot?
What are you feeling?
This person is angry.
Ooh.
It's not I'm not getting like, whatever you want to call it, demon or whatever. I'm just getting like
Well,
angry.
are you angry because you're in general upset? Or are you angry because there are a lot of people in your space at a time when you are normally able to be completely by yourself?
Now, see that?
What?
I was moving forward in my head with the pole.
Oh,
Not like because of me, it's just like
the pole moved. Are you?
Did you catch that?
We're recording it, so.
Okay.
And the camera's aimed at you this whole time, the one that's been set up.
Okay.
And I'm on the.
I feel like, yeah, like right here I need to stand. I can't. There's a doorknob here. Yeah, it's right here. Holy cow.
Do you want me to get you the EMF detector?
No, do you sense any? Is there anything on it?
No, it's just green.
Okay. I'm gonna do an echo box.
Is it not working?
No, they don't want me to open it up.
Uh oh. Do you not want to talk to us?
They don't want to talk. It says app not installed, but it's right here.
Yeah.
And you've used it before, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna switch out of airplane just to see if it's that.
Oh, that is the same space as the area we were looking into before. It
That
just
doorway
comes up.
that they wanted me to enter.
Yeah.
It says app is not installed.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
guys.
And now I'm going to go to the main portion. And now it opens.
Hold on a second.
You getting it now?
Yep. Hello. Can you tell me my name? How many people are here? He's German. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody know German?
No.
No.
9.
9. I can sing Ein Prosit, but that's just because I'm in a polka punk
That's
band.
only, yeah, I can sing that too. I was at that thing.
Polka punk band.
Okay, we need to just have one person that's in here talk, please.
I was laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So different. Said we only need one person. You heard that.
Say my name again. Nine? Oh. How do you say, do you speak English? Is it speaking?
It's Specken Sie Deutsch is German. Specken.
English.
Speaking Sie English? So, are you hearing a lot of those?
Yeah.
So, when I've done this before, that signals anger. Okay, I'm gonna try this instead. Okay, say my name. There it was.
I heard it.
Oh, am I sick to my stomach right now? Is this where you died? It's choppy now. There you are. You're the man that's here. Are you the one that goes upstairs and walks around? Ooh.
No.
No.
Who is that?
I
Are
was
you
a mad no.
Are you here?
Shut up.
Is this your space? Yeah. Who is the person that walks around upstairs? Is that someone different? Yeah. He's what? He's walking? Did you ask me to get out? Please. Okay. I'm just going to respect that. Okay, will you talk to me if I leave? just says you need to go, so I'm gonna respect that.
What's over there?
Thought I heard something right now.
I'm just getting out of that space. I'm not gonna.
What's over there? What's there?
Over where?
There, what's over there?
I feel something here.
We can talk about that a little
Okay.
bit after we.
So we're over here. What is there? Someone over here?
I feel some.
Is there someone right here? Chris something. I don't know what it said. See, it's in the echo. If I played it back, then you could hear it, but right now we can't. Do you want us to leave right now?
Oh, there's people over here too.
We're good, yeah. No, there's 7. What was that?
I think that's the freezer.
Okay. Is it okay where we are? I have no idea.
Can we go into that room over there?
Do you want us to leave this room and go to another room? Maybe. Okay, well that's not an answer.
It's not like Switch.
That was shit. Oh. Okay, is that okay that we're right here? Can we stay right here and ask you questions? Yes. How many of there are you? 10? 10. Did you hear that, Chris?
Why are you here?
Say it again. Oops.
Why are you here?
I heard wounded.
Are they hiding? Are you wounded?
No.
No.
He's. Say it again. No, he's what? Did you hear that?
Are they hiding?
No, there's like, I can sense 4 people over here.
There's 3 of us.
No, not you guys.
Oh, I got you.
Just 4 people over here.
Yeah, and I can feel it.
Right? There's 4 people over here in this room.
6?
Yeah, they said, one said 6, and then one other one said 10, so there must be 6 here and 4 here, and 10 altogether. So, is that person still in the room behind me? Are you angry? Maybe.
Why are you angry?
Say it again.
Why are you angry? Happy.
Wow.
Are you laughing at us?
We're not. I am. Are you angry that we're here? We're just here kind of investigating. We're just here for tonight, so if there's some messages that you want to get across, it would be a great time to tell us. Get up.
You want us to get out? What is
There's that sign there.
Oh, what was
Do you
that?
want us to go upstairs? Is that where you'd rather be?
Does that energy have to do with that energy?
No, these are 10 people, and then there's him, because I still feel him.
Uh-huh.
Is he a bad energy?
He's just
To them?
angry. He's angry.
I feel like I just
Hey.
heard the word leave again.
Do you want us to leave?
Let's listen.
There's a woman talking underneath, and I can't hear what she says. The woman that's talking very quietly, do you want us to leave? Is that what you're telling us? Yeah, I heard please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just grab another area.
Yeah. I was wondering, can we talk to that entity that was following me around?
I think they're one of the 4 over here.
Oh, really? I
That's
can
what I
feel
think.
them.
I'll move the camera back.
Yeah.
Just so you know, your EMF didn't move a single time.
Yeah.
Now it is. Oh, now it is.
Is it your phone or?
No, everything's just as normal. It's not on your watch.
I don't even think I saw this area over here before. I didn't see this before. This place is huge. And there's another area. Oh, that's stairs. What? Does he know about this? There's more stairs. Was this what he was talking about upstairs? Hey, Chris.
I got really warm when I went in there, and I'm incredibly hot now. Is it point?
Let's go back up.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, there's another set of stairs over there.
Yeah, we're gonna go this way though.
No. There's another one that's blocked off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You knew about that?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I asked about all the stairways, trying to figure this out.
Okay.
So watch your foot there.
Yep.
Okay, let's go up to the kitchen area again. Because there were plates there, I think. Wasn't there? The story was plates were moving. Okay, we're going up to the kitchen. Anybody that's with us can follow us.
I think it's
Is there a young presence in here? I got a name. I didn't hear the name though.
Can you ask him to repeat it?
Can you repeat that name? Was it Tressa? Vanessa. Does that name mean anything to anyone?
No.
Did I say that right, Vanessa? That German is with us.
Why is he?
They followed us back up there.
Yeah.
You invited him to, though.
Yeah, I didn't know I did.
It's showing you in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I left it where you were sitting.
Is there a person that messes with the plates?
No.
And then male voice said, yeah.
Can you ask them if they can mess with the plates right now? Or
Yeah.
I will ask.
Can you make a noise? It's really noisy in here. We don't know if anybody's with us. Can you make a noise for us? Okay. If you're angry, you can leave. We're just wanting to know you're here. Where's the oven?
Right. Yeah. That's so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be on this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say oven? Did I hear oven? Maybe I just didn't tell me, but it's they're not saying anything out of ask.
That was
For
me.
safety? This is how I find out spirits are like. I'll get a yes, then I'll get a no. How to look at each other.
Yeah.
I said yes.
How many people that were downstairs are upstairs with us?
How many?
Did you say 7?
Yeah. Okay. The German person can go back.
Please.
Right after you said it, they said it. I don't think so. If they liked him, why would he be on his own?
No, why don't?
Oh, I don't know. I just get anger, so maybe they just don't want to be around his anger. Is it? Do you not want to be around that German gentleman because he's angry? I didn't hear any kind of answer that was even close.
No. Are you not allowed to say anything about him? No.
Yeah, ooh.
There's still that.
What was that?
That's anger. It's normally when I get
Yeah.
that, it's usually
Like
anger.
slamming or
There's still
something?
that woman talking faintly in the background.
That's what I'm saying. She's saying a lot, but I can't hear what she's saying.
Yeah.
So we have, I'm recording all of this, and when you listen to it back, then you can hear it plain as day.
Okay.
So there's so much that I miss when I do stuff like this, and then later I listen and it's like, why didn't we hear that? Would have been, like sometimes they'll say that spirit is coming at you, and then somebody will go, oh, do I have a headache? And had we heard that, we could have dealt with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt? Is someone hurt?
My friend.
Why is your friend hurt?
That's an answer. I had.
Didn't make it out.
Can you say that again? Why is your friend hurt?
Did I just hear please again?
I heard like 8 or rhymes with 8. Yeah, that lady is talking.
Why don't you let her talk?
But that's the thing. That's why I use this app, because the echo catches her. Otherwise, we'd never hear it. That's the difference between this and the spirit box. Is the spirit box, you hear what makes it forward, whereas this catches what's underneath. Yeah. Because you're listening to only the echo of the voice. You're not listening to the voice.
I almost wonder if that's the same lady that everybody thought they heard in the background up here.
Are you Ma? What? Are you the lady we heard speak before? Are you Ma? Ma.
Yeah, I heard it.
I don't know if you know this, Ma, but you're kind of a badass to everybody.
That guy said, "Oh yeah," and when he said "yeah," I went. See, now that could be Ma doing all the
Yeah.
because she's still busting asses.
Mm-hmm.
Ma, did you speak to us before? Did you tell us what you wanted us over there? Were you standing by the beer? Yes? Okay. Okay, we're gonna move along and we're gonna stop talking to you for now. But I want to thank you for talking with us. And please, if you don't belong here and you're causing havoc, it is scaring some people. So if you cannot do that anymore, they said it's fine to be here. This is kind of warm. I just leaned against it. I was like, oh. So now it's quiet because I said goodbye. So I'd like to listen to that echo.
Yeah.
See what they, because that lady was talking.
Yeah.
All right, so when I do it, you start with point out that for anybody around, we're using this to communicate with you. This is not an invitation for you to follow us anywhere, please. But if you would like to speak to us, be very thankful for it. All right. So then, 2 fingers. It just has to be anywhere on the planchette, and then we do a quick circle. And then I usually start it right on the top at the Ouija.
Hand that over.
Yeah. And just
You got
very
60
light. You
minutes.
shouldn't even be pressing down on it. You're just
Is it
touching.
recording now or?
No.
No. Okay.
Is there anyone willing to talk to us? Some people don't like Ouija boards, so just so we're clear, I'll be the one asking the questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but if you could, I'd appreciate it. So that in mind, is there anyone willing to speak with us? Feel like you're moving the planchette a little bit, which I appreciate. I'm gonna need you to speak a little louder, with lack of a better term, if you can. It's moving, but I feel like it might just be like sometimes it needs to warm up. And you just have to sit with your energy in it for a minute. Sometimes people just don't want to talk.
So there's a little green light on the floor. If you go in front of it, it'll light all the way up to red.
So I can't hear her.
Really?
Yeah, I don't hear you at all.
Can you hear me
I
here?
don't hear me either. What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Just your, just like. I hear that.
You hear that?
Yep.
Oh, the light went just. Oh.
How about now? Can you hear the speaker?
Yeah, but it's jarbled.
Nice.
Something walking. Let me clear my throat.
Somebody's gonna go to the bathroom.
Door opening.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Entering. Exit, don't pee on the floor.
Just clean that.
Better. Yeah.
I just kind of getting like a
We're going through
cold
the frequencies.
feeling in the back
You
of my
started
heart.
real low, and now.
And I'm
we're-
sitting right
we're-
next to you and I don't feel anything, so it might.
Maybe it's just me.
No, I mean, like, if it's more focused, it's not like a draft from me.
Oh,
so
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah. The stuff I was feeling, it's not like a draft at all. It's like
Yeah.
a really warm sensation,
Are you
tingly,
still- Are you still feeling it?
intermittently here and there.
Okay, so not as
Yeah,
bad as before?
yeah, I can feel it now.
And the
Well, it's
air
'cause we're
con-
talking
The
about
air
it.
conditioner just did kick on, so you'll hear an extra
Extra noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
chewing,
Okay.
and you may feel like I can feel it a little bit, but usually it kind of dissipates by the time it gets over here.
Okay.
I can feel it a little
Well, I
bit because
felt
there's a.
something.
I'm in direct line with the vent.
What I feel is completely different than.
Not just cool.
Yeah,
air.
it's not cool air. I don't pick up on the cool air at all. Mine is my senses and my whole head and neck area tingle when I feel this thing. When I feel this person. Spirit, whatever you want to call it.
Hand the camera to someone else and see if you still feel it.
Like if it.
If it's just watching the camera, because that's what I'm getting.
It
Just
probably
watching you
is.
do that.
You know, that's kind of why I wanted to. I had handed it off and I didn't feel it as
Yeah,
much
it just
when I
kicked on
handed
and
it
then
off.
And
But
there's
I
a-
still feel it
and-
from time to time.
It's directly this way, so it's that faint end of.
What about, you know, picking up on me if I feel something or whatever? If you want to do a reading or something, I can let you know, or you let me know, and I'll tell you if I feel it.
Can you knock 3 times for us? Like this? Make it loud so we can hear you.
Okay.
Chirping sound? What did you do here when you were alive? Were you a cook? Bartender? Was it not a bar when you were here?
Did you live in the house next door that Billy now owns?
What was that?
I keep hearing it. Like talking or.
I heard a very muffled voice
Yeah,
right now.
It's like I feel like it's coming from that way.
I'm feeling something right now on me right now.
I've heard it a couple times.
Did you guys hear anything back there?
Where did you say it came from?
Kind of back.
Yeah.
Sound like Charlie Brown's school teacher.
The wah wah wah.
Yeah.
When you were asking
It
for
sounded
the
like a
donkey.
woman to me. Did it sound like a woman?
I heard something.
Something
Yeah.
over there.
I wasn't sure if it was equipment or
Yeah,
whatnot.
but it sounded like talking over that
Did you
way.
see me look?
Yeah, because I
Like-
think I kind of looked at you.
No, I definitely heard it that time.
Yeah. Is there anybody like outside the building that? I was
We're
just.
on an empty corner, so it's all woods.
Yeah.
So nobody
Yeah.
really. I mean, I know it's late.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
be picking up on
I
it.
just went outside. I didn't see
Anybody? Okay.
So
And
Mhm.
it's a business back here, so really the closest home is Billy and his wife are right next door, so they own the whole section of property.
Oh, okay.
They bought the house after he'd owned the bar, so they own all of this section now.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, it was just like back over that way.
Yeah.
Just kind of some mumbled talking.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was like maybe music or something, but
And I think one of the former bar owners did own both the bar and the house next door.
What was that?
So,
who's over there?
Joe.
is it somebody?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
Somebody
why
just bump into something?
That's what I was just gonna ask. Is there a door or something? Is there somebody over here? Over there?
Oh.
This is one of the problems of having more people.
Who was that?
So of course then I don't know if it's just the building or if it's the land property.
Or there's a connection there anyways
Right.
between that property and
So
this
it-
one.
That air just turned off then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
we think we heard you, but you sounded kind of far away. Is there any way you could come closer?
You can talk into the candle.
Everything's really moving. Now there's like,
Yeah.
it's not like anybody's breathing on
No.
it.
If the candle moves, I mean, will that device also trigger?
Possibly.
Sometimes not.
Maybe if it's over here, then it wouldn't.
Okay.
That's the microphone.
What is that called anyways? The device you have down there? That's the EMF?
K2 meter. K2. Yeah.
KT meter.
And then we have a recorder. And what was the other device down there? Is that the radon detector?
Yeah.
There's
just
the
kicked
air
on.
kicking in.
Yeah, there's 2 air units. There's
Oh, I was like, that one
the
doesn't
one in the attic runs the bar one you hear over there, and then there's one outside that runs the dining room.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he's walking around.
What?
Before the bar before, what was this area before? What was this building before the bar?
Didn't you say it was a convenience store?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally, like, we call it the one stop, so it was a gas station.
Now it's back.
Where was the cash register?
It's finicky.
I don't know, because this building's been added on to, because I think that wall where the kitchen door is was the original external wall, so this whole section has been added on to over the years. I believe, like for example, Mrs. Quigley's grandson was talking to Billy one time about, it was probably in the 50s when they put this brick fireplace in.
Oh.
That he was here when they were doing it all by hand. So it's gone through a lot of remodels and add-ons.
It looks like a 50s fireplace. This battery's almost dead.
Well,
It wasn't just like that.
sometimes it can be good.
It dropped right in a hurry there. How much did it drop?
Oh, it was almost full. And now I have one red bar left.
Is someone messing with the camera?
And this must be doing different files because it says I've only been recording for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. I'm like, well, that's not true.
No.
Hmm.
Are you messing with my camera? That's fine. If you're taking the energy from my camera because you want to talk, that is perfectly fine. I believe I have another battery.
What was that? Somebody did that?
Somebody on the bar stool.
Oh, okay. I figured.
I know this is a lot of new people in this building that have not been in here before, but it's still a safe space. And they're friendly, and it's okay to speak or be known here.
Yep, we're just here to talk. We want to get to know you.
Is it customary to introduce ourselves? Is that something that they care about, or?
We can.
Okay, my name's Ryan. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Angie.
I'm Shara. You already know Heather.
They should
They
know you.
should.
We should know you.
Do you miss Heather?
There's whispering over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. Whose idea was it to sit on the floor? Gosh.
I'm so not flexible.
No, me either. I don't know why I suggested it.
That's all right.
Whispering. Well, what do you think? Cut the EVP session for now and...
Yeah. Any of us want to go downstairs? Or?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Alright.
All right.
I'm gonna switch out my battery, I think.
Okay.
They're bored.
No, it's just that there's no interview, there's no thing going on.
Oh, okay.
So now they're like, okay, Chris, I don't have to see.
Downtime.
Yeah. Oh, see?
Oh yeah. There's right there, huh?
Some my hair on my arms.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just a little energy, a little bit
Yep.
of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really intense.
Yeah.
Right when I got downstairs, right when I went through that entryway,
Yeah, I felt it too, right?
And-
as you get there, my heart got heavy.
Yeah.
And then when you left, I felt it go.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I could feel it the
It's on
whole
him.
time.
Yeah.
The whole time we went through the
there we go.
basement,
They're back.
and I was, thinking too, like, I was kind of subconsciously inviting it to follow me up the stairs.
And that's why I was okay then, because you were.
Yeah, I was telling them I was okay with it. And,
Yeah. No, that's all right.
I feel it right now too.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone from
Are
me.
you saying that there were two different things? Tell
There
me
was-
what you were noticing and
So there
picking
was
up
the one
on.
with you, and that one is curious.
Okay.
And I just think I only felt two, so I don't know if that's the one that's doing any plates or whatever, but they're just around. They see what's going on, and they're just a part of the whole commotion. This thing is something else. I don't know if it's evil. I encounter very few evil or demon, but I do encounter angry or aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is. But they
So
feel
that's
they have
what
to
you were
hide.
asking about over here, that portal
So
type
yeah,
thing?
when I got downstairs in that area, I really felt almost like a push, like a
Okay.
pressure, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
A pressure on my chest. And the more I moved into that area, the more I felt it almost pushing me away. And I feel like something was hiding there. And then I also felt like up and over is what I got.
Okay.
So I'm connecting it right now because that's what I felt.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true.
And then, how did
That's
you
what
know
I'm
they
feeling.
were following me? Is it just because you were following me and you were feeling it too, or were you actually? Do you
I just
actually
felt
sense
like
some
when you
different
left,
things?
They left.
Okay.
Then when I got up to you, and I
Then it
right
got
behind
strong
you,
again.
I felt like there was someone between us.
Okay.
And when I put my hand up on you, then I felt them be with you.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, they're with you.
How do you feel right now?
I don't feel it. Yeah, there's nothing. I think they're still in this room.
Yeah.
But they're not bothering anybody right now. And I shouldn't say bother because that's
Yeah.
not what I mean. They're not with anyone right now. I think that they're just like, what is this? What is going on?
So, but that thing that you said was pushing you away, was that the thing that was with me downstairs?
No,
Or
no.
okay.
No, that's
So-
what I was saying. This thing is curious.
Yeah, because
This thing
I
wants
feel
to see you.
right
And
now.
I
I'm
see-
feeling
and
this right now.
I'm feeling a younger spirit.
Yeah. Was
And I
that the
don't
one
know
that
if
was
that
with me
means-
the whole time?
Yeah, it was the same one the whole time.
Okay.
This is down there. And I'm only feeling that this is the same thing as down there. Whatever is down there is down there.
Okay.
And they're hiding, and that's what I got.
So,
You
so
can't
I
come in,
couldn't
I'm
feel
hiding.
them. They
No,
weren't.
it's
They
a
weren't making them
heavy
known to
feeling.
you. They were making themselves
Yeah.
known to you.
Yeah. I don't know if they were making themselves known as much as keeping me away. Because I
Okay.
felt them.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think with you, that same one was, I don't know, maybe they were waiting for someone to come down, and then when you had the camera going on
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
then it became curious, like, okay, what is this? What's going on?
Do you think this could be a kind of portal, when you have the recording devices up
No.
or any kind of thing?
No.
I'm saying like for them to be able to view or experience things, or you know what I mean? Is that why
It's
they
only-
gravitate to
the
that?
only thing they would see that as is energy.
Oh,
in my
okay.
opinion.
Okay.
Is because when I answered before that, I think most of what I encounter are spirits. A lot of people say entities and demons and what. It's very rare that I've come up against anything other than people's spirits.
Right.
And sometimes they're attached to the land. Sometimes they're attached to the area. I mean, this could be a former person that worked here. It could
Right.
be a former person that came and drank here. I mean, who knows what they are? I feel
Something
like that
dro-
downstairs is older. That's been here for a while.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what that is yet. I have to.
Why do you think
more.
they stick around?
Sometimes they don't know to get away.
Yeah.
Sometimes they like being here.
Okay.
I get the feeling that the one that was with you is here all the time.
Yeah.
Just a part of the place and just follows people around and just is a part
They
of
like
the whole thing.
they like soaking up the energy.
It's just,
and
this is
just-
their place.
Okay.
You know, that's why I'm like, I'm not sure what they are. They're not revealing much to me other than that they were really curious what you were up to.
Oh, I can feel it big time right now. I
Can ya?
can feel them. Yeah. Is there any way you can communicate when you feel them, just to let them
Sometimes,
know? Is
yeah.
it? How do you communicate with spirits?
It all sounds corny.
Okay.
But it feels like a voice in your head. So then I just kind of
Yeah.
think about it too. And
That's honestly, that's what I.
yeah.
Did they ever communicate with you in there?
Oh
in
yeah.
your head?
That's what I mean. I hear them talk back to me. That's why it sounds so
Okay.
corny.
No, I haven't. I've been able to feel it, but I haven't really. I got a little bit of emotion. I got a little bit of sadness over there. I don't know what that was about. I was standing over there. I don't know what that was about. That's why I was asking you about emotions.
I just got curious. Yeah.
Okay.
Curious is the only thing I got. I think if there's any sadness, they'd be like, it would be like, are they changing this? This is my place. Are they changing it? You know, maybe that's what you're feeling.
I wonder.
The unsure.
Yeah.
What you're doing.
Right.
And that's why they're following you, because you've got the tool. None
Yeah.
of us have the tool. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm important.
Right. Well, you're documenting everything, and they can see what's going on then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anything happened to your camera the whole time you've been doing that?
I've been in. No, not that I've
Like the
observed.
flash got turned on or something like that?
No.
Okay.
Why? They sometimes do that, or?
I get it sometimes. Yeah. I've
Okay.
had. I brought a tab one time, a tablet, and they shut it off because they didn't.
They didn't want to be recorded.
I felt like no. If you're gonna experience me, it'll be a one-on-one. I don't want that.
Yeah.
And
It's like the cell phones at the concerts.
Right.
We don't need all
yeah,
that stuff.
we were on the Urban. It was me and Joe's dad, and we were trying to communicate. And we were asking questions, and it just went.
Huh.
And it was a brand new battery.
Yeah.
So I turned it back on and got to the recorder and started recording, and we started asking questions, and went
That
out
was probably
again.
an old ghost. They probably don't like technology. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've encountered so many ghosts, so many spirits on that shit.
So that one definitely is.
And sometimes they're just goofing off. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Messing with you.
Yeah. We got me and another guy got that little girl in that same room.
Okay.
And I can show you the pictures later after.
Yeah,
we do all this.
absolutely. I would love to see it.
Yeah, we got her too. Both he and I can feel, and we both got in the same room, and it was like we saw her.
What I was wondering is like if the spirit is kind of by me, would you be able to use that and pick that up in some way, shape, or form, or is that like
Maybe we could try the EMF detector or something like that. When
shut off
when you feel it.
all this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, we can't have it near your phone. So if
Well,
you're
if
gonna
I-
use it, hold it away, and we'll go behind you.
Okay.
So that we don't, because the phone will make it go.
Okay.
And then it's a false reading.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to. I want to take the EMF detector and go down to that area and see what I get.
Yeah, I'll come along with you and check
Alright.
that out. That'll be interesting.
So you guys do a podcast?
We have a YouTube channel. Well, first of
Oh,
all,
okay.
it's Twin Paranormal Society is a Facebook group for all things horror related. But
I've probably commented on it because it sounds familiar.
but we also do a spin-off Cory and some special guests where we interview people in the area that do cool things like this, people from all just different walks of life, and it's fascinating, so we're super happy.
Yeah, I've had paranormal around me my whole life.
That's great.
When I was a kid, I saw all kinds of people in the house I grew up in, and I didn't know what it was. I was 2 and 4 and whatever, So
That's amazing.
yeah.
What was your first experience like? What was that? That you
Well,
can remember.
I had quite a few when I was a kid. There was
Yeah.
lots of people around, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and have people, like looked like people at the foot of my bed.
Okay.
And
That would scare the hell out of
yeah,
me.
and I don't, and so I think I'm in the middle of a dream, so I'm just trying to go back to sleep. And yeah, I've had like where I, you know, when you scream and there's no sound.
Yeah.
I've done that, and my dad told me for years, you're not seeing nothing. You're still dreaming.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought it was, and then it wasn't until years later that I went to have a psychic reading at a Renaissance fair, and I sat down. This lady went, "Whoa, there's a whole bunch of people that just followed you here." I was like, "Where?" She goes, "They're all spirits. You can talk to spirits, and you do it all the time, and they're with you." And I was like, "No." And so more and more, and then my mom said, "You slept talk all the time," and I would write down what you talk about. Yeah. And so finally I went to somebody that kind of knew about this, and they said, "Yeah, oh yeah, you talk in your sleep all the time. You have spirits that show up all the time." So the more I pay attention, the more I found I was talking to relatives. And
So it seems in general you each have a role here that you play. So you have your sensitive to things.
I don't know, because I mean, I think everybody's sort of sensitive in this group.
Yeah.
Sure, I would
You
imagine
know,
that.
I just think that each has
Obviously,
different degrees of it.
Yeah, he's kind of the IT techie guy, so he handles all of that. And then you're the skeptic,
Right.
right?
But I love Ryan to death because he is. If you were to post something on the internet and everybody's gonna go crazy, he's all of them.
Really?
Yeah. So he really makes you look at that piece and go, could that be faked?
Right.
And then you say, no, that can't be. So I'm gonna keep that.
Okay.
Yeah. But
What do
he's
you-
fair. That's what I
And
like.
Angie's
That's
role,
what I
she
like about
says
him.
she's new, so
Angie's
maybe we don't
relatively
quite
new, yeah.
know
So
that.
I've only been on one.
And then what's her role?
Me?
Yeah.
What's what? My name?
Shara.
Shara. Yes.
No, I was saying what's your name?
Oh.
Your role.
Oh, my role.
You're like, so I was saying like he's kind of an intuitive, I would say maybe.
I'm just an investigator.
Yeah, but you, I mean,
I don't
her and I got sent a lot when I first started on the Urban.
Yeah.
And I think because I used to ask a lot of questions. So that would, no, I mean, that was good because you and I would interact that way and it made what I was interpreting
Yeah.
easier to tell you.
Yep.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We've been around for a while.
Yeah.
softball and don't.
Yeah, we went, was it?
We went to a house in Superior.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we did. It was you and me, and that was it. It was like right when we first started. I can't remember where it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was in Superior
I
somewhere.
forgot.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah. And then Irvin, you and I went to the clock room, and the spirit box went crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
did you do that?
No.
That was
Wow,
over there. That's
Oh,
a
it was a
flash.
show.
That was not.
And you and I got all kinds of voices, including my grandparents.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
From where?
When it was when they had the haunted ship.
Yeah.
Like
They had what they called the clock room, and they said the clock is haunted. And so we were like, well, we gotta go find out then.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they move the clock all the time, so it's never in the same room. But wherever we went to, that particular
That's like a
year,
hotbed.
we got the spirit box went crazy.
Yeah.
And then we went in another room with the spirit box, and it was a friend of your sister's, I think, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
So
A little kid that passed away.
Really? So, let me ask you this, okay? So, you go into certain places. Is it that certain places are more conductive or more that they're able to? You talk about people that you know, and you show up at a random place, and if there's a spirit there, how do they find their way
You mean
to
if
that
we go into
place?
a house of people we know?
Yeah. Or no. I'm just saying.
Your
Right.
grandparents followed you there.
That's what I'm
How does
saying.
that happen?
Are they following you all the time,
I don't
and
think
that's
they
just when
followed
you
me.
pick
I think with
them up?
that, they were just using that this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. That
Sure.
was very enlightening. So keep pointing that stuff out to me. But I
Chris
think
is a good one for that.
yes. All right.